Introducing Ectolife, the world's first artificial womb facility, powered entirely by renewable energy. Ectolife allows infertile couple to conceive a baby and become the true biological parents of their own offspring. It's a perfect solution for women who had their uterus surgically removed due to cancer or other complications. With Ectolife, premature births and C-sections will be a thing of the past. Ectolife is designed to help countries that are suffering from severe population decline, including Japan, Bulgaria, South Korea, and many others. The facility features 75 highly equipped labs. Each state-of-the-art lab can accommodate up to 400 growth pods or artificial wombs. Every pod is designed to replicate the exact conditions that exist inside the mother's uterus. A single building can incubate up to 30,000 lab-grown babies per year.
If you thought lab-grown meat was bad, filled with glyphosate and seed oils, imagine what lab-grown human beings will be made of. Yeah, and that's coming our way soon. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke Radowski here of WeAreChange.org, and we have a plethora of absolutely crazy news to get into today. This, as we have some really interesting news to get into, especially when it comes to artificial intelligence, some key developments when it comes to the larger geopolitical proxy war between the West and the East, and of course, there's a lot of propaganda and disinformation surrounding the many changes being made at Twitter now that we're going to be talking about, plus a lot more. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com, and the clip that we played in the beginning of this video is fake and is a digital rendering of what would look like an artificial womb facility, which is a concept idea that a lot of people are taking seriously. This, as in 2017, scientists already created the Biobag, which they used to grow a baby lamb out of successfully. This, as global fertility rates have been declining very dramatically, as very surprisingly miscarriages have been increasing. This, as of course many scientists claim that we are headed towards a total population collapse. And looking at some of the data myself, I do believe those assessments to be true. And I guess to solve the depopulation problem happening in our Western world, lots of people are talking about just, making the Matrix real life. This, as of course, there are still some very powerful figures in our current scientific media and political landscape that, of course, are proposing more ideas to have less people on this world. This, as technology keeps evolving in very strange ways and interfering, and of course, the natural ways that things were done previously before, as of course, right now in our modern society, we have artificial intelligence influencers, rappers, and, of course, supermodels, as, of course, Yahoo Finance just reported on the world's first artificial intelligence supermodel, which is a black woman. And no, it wasn't Netflix responsible for this artificial intelligence, but it was a white man who, of course, is raking in and keeping all the profits from this digital work, which, if that doesn't say woke, I don't know what else does. This, as our world is becoming more and more digital, and, of course, redefined in this cultist vision of wokeness that I believe is well represented here in this particular instance. Also, since I just mentioned Netflix before, I wanted to remind everyone that the Netflix founder Mark Bernays Randolph is also the great-grand nephew of Edward Bernays, the creator of modern propaganda, and of course the nephew of Sigmund Freud. Why do I tell you this when Netflix is one of the biggest promoters of the woke religion? Well, no reason. No reason at all. This, as many other scholars believe that the woke agenda, especially when it comes to promoting the confusion of genders, is related to transhumanism, which is moving in a pathway where in a few years from now, there is going to be bionic hybrids of human beings with downloadable brains, robotic implants, ageless faces with, of course, a half-human, half-robot that will live forever. Who will control and develop this latest technology that, in my opinion, is inevitable to come to humanity? Well, that's a question that I believe we should at least start the conversation with right now, as of course technology is still advancing. Where it will go, who knows, but these larger theses by these scientists about the potential of where humanity could be headed towards should be questioned and talked about more rigorously, according to my own personal opinion and perspective. As we of course know, that brain chip is not far away from human trials, and how will humanity deal with these new larger powers? Well, only time will tell. This as humanity already faces many problems and crises like the migrant crisis unfolding right now on the southern border of the United States, where we just got these new videos from Fox News highlighting nearly 5,000 people that have walked over the U.S.-Mexican border and have been released into American cities. This video showing you an organized effort of nearly 1,000 people walking across the border, highlighting a clear immigration and refugee problem that, let's be honest here, the Democrats are trying to either ignore or make worse during the making of this video. Could new technology help us tackle some of these larger issues and problems in our society? Or will they make them worse and potentially blow us up? This as the current president of Russia right now just sent another nuclear threat to Ukraine, as there are reports that the United States is now backing Ukraine in launching attacks within Russian territory, which they already have, and attacked Russian infrastructure, and this highlighting the clear dangers of new technologies that could be used in awful, horrible ways. As of course, it's also worth noting that there is an artificial intelligence arm race happening right now, as many people, including the president of Russia, previously noted that artificial intelligence represents a new, larger power, even more powerful than nuclear weapons, and the country that controls artificial intelligence first could control the world. Now, who's going to control it? Well, that's a very interesting question. I don't know. Who do you think? Let me know down in the comment section below. As of course, I still have a lot more to say about this particular topic, but I can't here on YouTube, since YouTube has been giving us the business and making it very difficult for us to actually openly and honestly have real conversations with you guys. And that's why we created Uncensored.com, a platform where we could say and do whatever we want without any fear of repercussion. This, as in today's video, I want to get into a more spicy, hot button issue that we could only discuss on our platform, related to, of course, this gentleman and this man who was divorced for hanging out with some really bad people. We're going to be talking about this issue, plus the really bad news of what's happened to Santa, all exclusively on LukeUncensored.com. Again, craziness all over the world, and just some of the topics we just can't discuss here. And by signing up for just 50 cents a day, you not only get a brand new spanking video almost every single day, you not only support independent media, but you also get exclusive access to 3 master classes, exclusive merchandise only available for members, and a forum where we could all congregate and talk together in our virtual safe spaces and frank coverboard sanctuary where freedom of speech is absolutely respected. Again, all of that, plus a lot more. LukeUncensored.com. You haven't joined up yet. What are you waiting for? Sign up right now just by clicking the link down in the description below. Now, we're still not done here. As of course, with our ever technocratic, evolving society, governments will always create new ways to crack down and control human beings with the latest and greatest technology. One big example of this are the new IRS rules that crack down on small Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal transactions, where now the threshold from reporting has been lowered from $20,000 to $600 here domestically inside of the United States. This, as many Americans are expected to be hit by the federal government very soon for not reporting every single small transaction. And as we found out from the Twitter files, the government is not just creating new laws and regulations around big tech social media, it's also just manipulating a large portion of it for their own personal benefit, for the political hegemony of one political power that dominates over the other one. This, as Joe Toscano, a tech guru, said that Twitter shadow banning is one step away from George Orwell's thought police, and he is not wrong. All of this as new Twitter files keep being released, not only of shadow banning, but just outright manipulation of our total political sphere and also our health sector. as Elon Musk recently tweeted some critical things about Dr. Fauci, who again has been known to flip-flop and lie to the American people routinely. Elon Musk just launched a tweet saying, quote, "The branch COVIDians are upset, LOL." This as he just had a meeting at Twitter with a Stanford professor that was previously censored by the platform which he now owns, with reports coming in that Elon Musk actually thanked this Stanford professor, this expert on infectious diseases, for, quote, adhering to science and then standing his ground when he was attacked by the government and media for daring to keep his Hippocratic oath and speaking out against government actions that absolutely have hurt people in tremendous ways. This Stanford professor was speaking out against lockdowns, was speaking out against draconian government restrictions that shut down small businesses, that shut down life for everyone else, while allowing Walmart and Costco to be open with liquor stores for your consumerist benefit of the multinational corporate state. This professor meeting with Elon Musk is a step in the right direction and highlights hints at what the new Twitter files are going to be released, as there's still a litany, a huge record of some very nefarious activities by Twitter that are yet to be detailed in any Twitter files. I'm still personally waiting for the groomer scandal to be explained, what actually was happening behind the scenes as people were censored for saying that word. I'm waiting for the people who were banned for writing "learn to code" to be explained to us, especially when it came to all the decisions being made there. This, as we're all finding out from the Twitter files, that a lot of this wokeness is being forced onto people with the full cooperation of the national security state within the United States. This, as Elon Musk just also tweeted, that the woke mind virus is either defeated or nothing else matters. All of this as now 51 intel agents have been subpoenaed by Kevin McCarthy in the U.S. government in the wake of the Hunter Biden revelations that we're now finding out through the Twitter files was directly engineered by the federal government to be censored from the general public. These 51 U.S. security officials and operatives worked with them in order to gaslight and lie to the American people. Now, will they be held accountable? Well, at least we have the receipts to understand what was really happening behind the scenes because of Elon Musk, because of the Twitter files, that in the making of this video, there's a new one dropping right now. We're going to be talking about that in new videos here on this independent media broadcast. Stay tuned for a lot more, as very surprisingly, Elon Musk also just followed me. So yeah, that just happened. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys watching and sharing these videos, and because you do. That's one of the only reasons I'm here, and this is why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org. One more video coming your way on LukeUncensored.com. Thank you, Atlas, for being my co-host. She already knows. Like, as soon as we're done, she's going for a walk.